So this section of the exhibit really uses my family's story to let visitors know how the many years of exclusion affected a typical family. And we start here introducing my family. This is a family portrait, and that's me on my mama's lap. Right below the portrait is the suitcase that my father brought with him when he immigrated to this country in 1951. And one of the interesting little details about the suitcase is that it still has the cloth luggage tag on it. And you can see my uncle's name on the luggage tag. He and my father traveled to this country together. So, but that's the actual suitcase.
That should be priceless.
To the other side of the display is the introductory panel showing the generations of our family. So here is my ancestors from my grandfather, representing my grandfather and the generations before that. And then this middle section are some of the key actors in the graphic novel, which are my real uncles, one fake uncle, the paper uncle, and my mom and dad. And then this last line on the bottom are me and my 3 siblings. So, and that's to introduce all the players.
Who's the cartoonist that did these?
We had a really wonderful team of artists working on this, pulled together by legendary comic book pioneer Larry Hama. And he brought in some younger and other more seasoned artists. So we had Wendy Hsu, also, who did the drawings. Then we also had Janice Chang, who did the lettering. And we had Amy Chu, who developed the script. So, and then we also had Mary Wilshire, who did the inking on the comics. So some younger and some more seasoned artists, and it was just a wonderful team.
I was thinking this could be turned into a comic book and sold, maybe.
It was formatted in a way so that it can be published in a graphic novel form later on. This is the introductory panel. What's kind of fun in the objects here, one of the objects that I really like on here, is at the very top. We have the 1940 New York City laundry license for my grandfather. So that was the license that he had to get every year in order to operate a laundry in New York City. And I also have some of his tax returns from the 40s. So you can see my family kept many, many things. So in preparation for the exhibit, even though I had a lot of my family history, there were many pieces that I didn't know. So the story that's shown on these panels is the story that I knew. But in the course of preparing this exhibit, I've done a lot of research at the Family History Library in Salt Lake City. Also, I've gone to National Archives across the country, and I've also filed Freedom of Information Act requests to get immigration files for family members. And I've been piecing together the story as we go along, and it's continuing. At the end of the graphic novel, it basically says this is just the beginning. And I've really found many things that I didn't know before by doing this kind of research.